Welcome to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.
Hi, everybody. Hi. I am spiritual medium Kellee White, and welcome to Ask Me Anything. Today is, what is it today? December 8th, 2022. So first I want to say a shout out to my dear friend Lee. He's not feeling well. And Lee, I hope you're feeling a lot better. I'm going to send you lots of love and lots of healing light. I miss you, and I just am thinking about you today. Okay. Anyway, hi, everybody. Hi, Renee. Hi, Renee Hounsell. Hi, Deanie from British Columbia, Canada. Hi, Kathleen M. My birthday is 12/5, which makes me a Sagittarian in Western astrology. She said, I love being a Sag. However, I looked up Vedic astrology and it makes me a Scorpio. I'm having an identity crisis. Help. It's so true. Oh, really? When you look up, I'll actually post, you know what, Kathleen, I'm going to do that. I'll make a note to myself. I'll have Carissa post this. I'm going to post the actual dates in Vedic astrology that tells you what sign you are in Vedic astrology. So yes, because there would be a big shift in many people. You know, I'm actually a true Virgo in Western astrology or in Vedic astrology, but in Vedic astrology, that would make you a Scorpio. And if you've only thought, or in Vedic astrology, yeah. And so if you've only thought in your whole life that I'm a Sag, and then all of a sudden you realize in Vedic astrology, you're actually a Scorpio, it is a game changer. And then you start looking at the other aspects in your chart in Vedic astrology. And I have only done Vedic astrology my whole life since I'm 20 years old. It means so much to me because it's based on emotions. It's based on the moon. It's based on where the planets actually were at the time of your birth and where they are now. It's really great for predictive stuff. And that's why I use it in that. But I'm gonna make a note of that. I started to make a note and I forgot. So I'm gonna do a Vedic astrology post on that. Okay, so I appreciate that, Kathleen, saying that. Hi, Julie West. Hi, Connie. Hi, Kim Ann. Oh, okay. Happy full moon, right? That was that, I don't know, happy, but that was some full moon last night. Did you guys see that full moon? I mean, I saw it come up, but unfortunately we had a lot of, I guess, fog or something. It was just covered and I couldn't see it. But wow, that was some powerful energy. It was very emotional for a lot of people. A lot of people got sick, actually. Thought that was interesting. So hi, Lori. Hi, Cindy from Green Bay. Hi, Susie Wright. Hi, Kelly Trey. It's been odd the last few days. Was under the weather and out of work since Sunday. I get to return to work tomorrow. Yay, but I can't miss your show. Thanks, honey. I appreciate that. And you are July 14th. So let's just take a peek at that. Ace of Diamonds. Ace of Diamonds. Love or money? Always really good in business, though. Really good in business. And also extremely psychic. I have to throw that one in. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Lori Counts. Hope you had a good day, Lori. I was thinking about you today. Hi, Vicki. So excited to see you, Kelly. You know what, Vicki? I'm going to get a card from your husband because I can feel his presence around. And we're going to start with that. We're going to use James's Talking to Heaven today. And I also have another card deck that we're going to use, but I'm going to bring that out after I do the astrology. But let's just get you a card for just this moment because I know you've been waiting for a message from your beloved husband. And it's really, you know, holidays bring up a lot for people who've had loss, right? I mean, they've a lot. So I got chills everywhere. He says, we are so connected. We are so connected. Okay, Vicki? He loves you so much. He's never left your side. All right? So just know that you are so connected with him. And they hear everything. Believe me, they hear everything. And we'll talk about that. But let me get into, thanks, Q-Man. Great glasses and blouse color coordination. So this is actually green. My glasses are blue. And I couldn't find my green glasses or my dark blue glasses. I don't know. One of those days. But let's get into the astrology. So we had the big full moon yesterday, and that brought out a lot of emotions. Isn't it interesting that, what's her name, Brittany Griner, there was that exchange today. I thought that, or probably happened yesterday with that full moon. I thought, wow, how that could have gone real south fast. That's a real interesting dynamic of that day. It's kind of representative of that day. What a powerful time that we're living in this world. Such a powerful time. But let's talk about the astrology for December. I want to talk about a couple of things that I think are important here, really important as we get to the end of the year. On December 15th, okay, on December 15th, the sun goes into Sagittarius. So if you were born in Vedic astrology from December 15th until January 14th, you would be known as a Sagittarius. And Sagittarians have like this amazing energy. They're really great with travel. They're really great with analyzing. They're really active people. I mean, Sagittarius, they have that fire, you know. You gotta love a Sagittarius. They speak and they speak their truth. And on January 15th, Venus and Mercury are also in Sagittarius for the first part of this. And that is a lot of Sagittarius, right? From about December 15th for a few days, it adds a lot of dimension to those 3 days, all that Sagittarius. It's going to be a lot of activity coming up. And it could also be very productive in your personal life because that Sagittarius fire comes right out. So it's an interesting dynamic. Let's say it's really great if you're thinking about, shopping and what to get and what to do, and gives you a lot of energy. On December 21st, we have the winter solstice. And that is always a sacred day. And I was always told by the archangels, because I had a lot of angelic experiences in my background, a lot. And they always told me that they would go into like from November 1st till about till December 21st, that they would go in a big commune. They would like in a communal area where they are in deep meditation and healing and bringing out healing for the world. And that they come on December 21st is a day that they come back again. It's not that they're ever gone, because you could be in so many places at once, but there's a strong essence of them that are like communing with God. And that on December 21st, it's a day where it's such a sacred day that day, just like with Christmas. And really those days after that following are so sacred. But 21st is a sacred day. It's a really good day to bring yourself into some energy, some spiritual alignment there. It's a really great day for that. Okay. Maybe some good meditation for yourself and really think about you and the love that you have for yourself. And I'm not talking about this in a narcissistic way. I mean, just everything that, you've been through and things that you have gratitude for. That would be a great day for that. A super day. And then I want to talk about on December 27 until we get till January 1st. And James and I, in 2 weeks, we're going to be doing a prediction show. So I'll really go into the energy of 2023. But on December 27th, it's the strangest thing. Mercury moves into Capricorn. Now, Mercury is the fastest moving planet, but and again, I'm talking Vedic astrology. It only lasts there for 2 days. So December 27th and 28th. It's the strangest thing. For 2 days, it is in Capricorn. And then, oddly enough, it goes into Sagittarius on the 29th. That's odd right there, but makes it really odd is that Mercury is going to be retrograde at the end of the year in Sagittarius. So we're going to end a year, 2022, with Mercury retrograde. That means we're going into the new year with Mercury retrograde. And what I think that's so important about what I'm saying is that if it's possible, to really work on letting go of everything you can so you don't bring it in with you to 2023. Now, that's a big statement because there'll be a lot of things you'll think, wasn't I over with this? But because of this Mercury retrograde at the end of the year, it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of us take some things back into 2023, maybe things that you had to redo or revisit or reanalyze, or it's going to be a kind of a wobbly end of the year and then a wobbly beginning. It's, normally I like to think of, oh, you start a new year and it's like a new and it's clean. I don't feel that. I feel like part of 2022 goes into 2023 for at least 6 months. So we'll talk about that though in a couple of weeks. And when you can for this month, rest. When you can, rest. It would be so good for you. We're going to need a lot of energy for 2023. Heads up. Need a lot of energy from that. Okay, everybody. So I've got a lot of great questions. Hi, everybody. Hi. I mean, it's so sweet. I'm so glad you guys are all here tonight. Hi, Lizette. She says hi to you too, Renee. And I have a beautiful Christmas tree. I don't know if you can see it. It's on, let's see, that side. Can you see where I'm pointing? I have a poinsettia, and then I have this beautiful Christmas tree. And that was from Tracy. So Tracy, thank you so much for sending that live tree to me. I just love it. It's got a cardinal on top. I just love it. Thank you so much. So sweet. So, okay, everybody, I've got a lot of questions, and I'm going to do a lot of readings. And let me just show you the readings I'm going to do today. This is somebody named Deborah Zachow, Zachau. She's a psychic and a teacher and an author. She teaches classes, and this is her card, Deborah Zachow. She is a friend of somebody that I know who knows James really well, and she sent me her cards. They're called Clarity Tarot cards. Now I'm going to use some of these tonight. I also have James's Talking to Heaven, so I'm going to use them both. But and so it will be fun. I don't do tarot, but I'm going to do the best I can with it. I think that's going to be so fun. Okay, everybody. But here's some let me get my notes out. Here we go. I'm going to pull them up, and here we go. I had my computer fixed. My computer broke over the weekend. Okay, so here we go. I've got people asked a lot of really good questions, and I always like the questions that that I can help others with, and this is a really good example of that. So this is from Linda Macus Alquist, and she says to me, December 8th would have been my mother's 94th birthday. I was just getting ready to visit her in the hospital to feed her lunch because I was the only one of my siblings who could get her to drink her Ensure. I remember that. I remember those days. She said, and then I got the call from my oldest brother that she had passed away. I still feel guilty that I wasn't there for her when she needed me. I miss her terribly. She died on February 11th, 2019, and we buried her on Valentine's Day, which will never be the same for me again. So, Linda, I wanted to help you with this because if you were supposed to be there, you would have. If you were supposed to be there when your mother passed, it may have been too difficult for your mother, actually. And because you guys would have been very close, and it may have been too hard for your mother. So it's not for feeling guilty or any of that. That's what we call a planned event. I've had people tell me that with their own mother, that they stepped out to run to the bathroom, like for 2 seconds, and that's when the soul chose to go. Can you imagine that person that's holding that energy? But this happens every day, all day long. You weren't supposed to be there. So I want to relieve and does your mother know about all this? Of course. Your mother is absolutely fine from heaven. In fact, let's get a card for you from Talking to Heaven. Okay, this is for you, Linda. You are never alone. Says your mother's been with you, honey. Your mother's been with you. And I know that Valentine's Day, you have to make that a special day. You have to say, you know what, that's Mom's special day. And just turn the energy around because I think it's all possible to do. Okay? I think it's really, really important here. Let's see. So here we go. I'm going to do another one of these. So, this is a good one too. Lauren Azeltine. She says, hi, Kellee. Thank you for all your positive energy and help. You're welcome. I had a small car accident last night. So last night was the big full moon. And the funny, not so funny thing is that I noticed it was almost exactly 7 years since my last accident. Now, isn't that interesting? I wonder if there's an astrological coincidence. I know last night was a full moon, which didn't help. And last time the date was 12/7. That was 7 years ago, and 12/17. Thank you so much. And your birthday is 7/29. Here's what I would say about that. Energy is a funny thing. And whether we're conscious of it, whether we're not conscious of it, and absolutely there could be a connection. So here's where I would go with this. Every year at between, December 7th and 12/17, I would really pay a lot of attention to consciously, where am I in the world? Um, what am I, what have I learned? Where am I going? I get really conscious, okay, because I don't know, driving is a metaphor for how you are in the world. So did something happen, during that period of time? Pay attention is really what I get. Okay. So I think that would be really important thing to do here. Okay, Rachel Knights. Hi, Rachel. She says, "Good afternoon, Kellee. I so enjoy listening to your shows and find interesting topics to explore with you and James in these platforms of like-minded individuals." Well, that's why James and I do this. Thank you kindly for spending time with us viewers each week where you're busy. I am busy, but I love to do this. She said, "I'd love a personal reading from you. How cool would that be? And your birthday is July 15th. I've been experiencing so many crazy things lately that I'm almost certain Spirit has a hand in it." Yes, Spirit always has a hand in when we experience kind of crazy things. Often has a hand in it, but that's for sure. And you are July 15th. So July 15th is a King of Clubs, and a King of Clubs is very psychic, very psychic. And they have to absorb energy and learn from everything. So let's open these cards, because aren't they pretty? She did such a nice job with these cards. I have to say, these are so pretty. So this is a card for you, Rachel. It comes with a great book. Comes with a book, Clarity Tarot book. So it would tell you everything that you need to know. I'm not going to use the book today, but I am going to take her beautiful cards out. Oh, these are just stunning cards. Boy, you did a really good job, Deborah. I'm going to kind of do a little half-ass shuffle here, just because they're brand new. Ooh, you can feel the new energy for them. Okay, Rachel, this is a card for you that I'm going to choose. And it says Justice. Love and money, seeking balance and fairness, and money, fair financial settlement is reached. Okay, so these are her cards. Here you go. So there you go. Justice is coming for whatever that means to you. All right. So thought that was a good one. Here we go. Let's see. Hi, everybody. Okay, Susie Wright, you've been sick for 2 weeks. Yuck, I'm so sorry. So many people are sick, right? She said her birthday is coming up in December 14th. Well, that is right around the corner here, December 14th. That is also a 4 of clubs like me. So Susie, a 4 of clubs. I thought that was a 4 of clubs day. 4 of clubs. You can overcome everything as a 4 of clubs. You can overcome everything. It's a very strong placement. It needs balance. It needs security. Love is important. It's got all the qualities, I guess that all souls need, but it's power. Here you go. If you're sick, let's say it says Wheel of Fortune, love and joy, improvement in relationships, and money. What's in motion brings success. So that's for you, Susie. Okay. Happy birthday, honey, to you. Jacqueline Kiza. Hi, everyone. Love from London. Wow. Your birthday is January 17th. Well, hi. Welcome from London. January 17th is a 10 of diamonds. 10 of diamonds is power, power, power. Also very blessed. 10 of diamonds is the blessed card. Doesn't mean that you had an easy incarnation. There's no way. Not with 10 of diamonds. However, they have blessings along the way. And when you look back at your life, Jacqueline, I bet you'd go, wait a minute. It's interesting how that happened and that happened and that happened. So it's a very strong, you can do anything. I find a lot of Jack of Diamonds or 10 of Diamonds are therapists, or they work with helping people, or they do really well in business. Okay. Like Martha Stewart actually is a 10 of Diamonds. I always think of that. So Insonen Morrison. Hi there. She said her mother passed away November 14th. I'm sorry that your mom passed away. Let's get you a card there, Mer. Okay. Here we go. Oh, this is a great one. You have nothing to feel guilty about. So many times when our loved ones pass, there's this guilt. And what is the guilt about? You know, could you have treated that person better? Maybe. I mean, that's why I always say do your best every day. But if you feel guilt that you couldn't be there at that moment, they don't ever, the other side never wants you to hold on to that. Ever, ever. There's so much love on that side, and forgiveness and compassion and understanding. Okay, you have to think like that with a lot of things. Okay. So, okay. Oh, this is for Cheryl Ann Scroggin Davider. Okay. Cheryl Ann, this is for you. She says, "Hello, Kellee. I would be so grateful for a reading. I just lost my job and my home is up for sale." So let's talk about that. I'm definitely going to give you a reading. Um, when this happens, it's a big one, right? You lost, I mean, we talk about the big ones: career, divorce, moving, death. Those are the big ones. And you've got two of the big ones at the same time. So why would that be happening now? Eckhart Tolle would say, because why is my soul having this experience? It's the experience my soul is needing at this moment. So why would you need to have this experience? It'll make you stronger than you ever could imagine. It also puts you in a place of faith. It literally forces you to have faith. You will get another job. I mean, I really feel that you will get more towards the work that you were supposed to be doing. When this happens, it's always to put us on our path. And your home, the energy would have shifted, so it would be time to move into a new place for energy. The universe is always getting us to shift and grow. We can fight it, we can balk at it, but it happens. I just often, whenever there are these kind of things, I just surrender to all the possibilities that will be and try not to be in fear. Okay, honey, Cheryl Ann. When I saw that, I thought, oh, I got to talk to her. I didn't want you to be here. It's you got the hermit needing time alone, more independence, and money. Seek counsel from wise ones. That's a great one. It's a great card for you. Okay. Oh, I like these cards. Deborah, I like these cards. These are great cards. Okay, Christy Oucher. Hi, Christy. Hi, Kellee. I keep dreaming the same dream. I'm getting married, and my dad shows up to walk me down the aisle, and then I wake up. Now, I've been happily married for 35 years, so I don't think it's about that. Correct. But I have no idea what my dad is trying to tell me. Any ideas? Yes. Okay. So when you dream of getting married, often dreams are symbols of things. So it's about making a commitment to yourself, and your dad is right there with you. I mean, because your dad recently passed, he's right there with you, letting you know he totally supports you with making a new commitment for yourself. It's a great dream. It's a super, super dream. And let's get you a card. Let's get you a card from your dad, honey. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. There you go. I love that, considering it was a wedding. I'd say your dad has a great sense of humor there. Here we go. So let's see. Oh, Linda Spear. And she says, I just put a stent in my left kidney because there is a 9mm stone inside the kidney. Oh, boy. She said, my mom passed in December of 2016, and that's coming up, 12/12. She passed at home with me by her side. So kidneys represent fear. So what are you afraid of? What kind of fear is going on, Linda? I mean, that's a deep question, but I want you to start thinking about that because it's a very deep question. And here's a card. Here you go. I have your mother. I have a new understanding. I have a new understanding. So if your mother was the one that kind of put a lot of fear in you, if you can start to release that fear, really look into the fear, where it came from, because fears, a lot of us choose fear to come into this world with. We come in to understand that there's just fear and love and fear. Choose love. Always choose love on that one, because I think it's so important. Harley Morris. Hi, I'm new from West Virginia. Well, welcome. Let's get you a card from Deborah Zekow's new cards. Here we go. Okay. Now this is a great card. It's strength. I love this card. Boy, she did a nice job on these cards. Strength. You're going to love this picture. Love, you are aligning now to, so be patient. And money, there's a strong position or a sound venture coming up. But do you see the lion there? So that goes to what I was about to talk about. So bravo. I mean, I love this way this works. How great is that? Okay. So I have to find this because it was a really good, somebody had a really good dream, and I have to find this dream. Hold on a minute. I put it up here so I wouldn't lose it. Okay. Okay. This is from Lisa Zapp. Lisa, if you're listening, I know that you live in Brisbane, Australia. I love Brisbane. She said, I had a dream the other night that we were looking after a pride of lions. Hence, I'm looking at this lion picture, right, on our property. So a pride are a lot of lions. She says, as we are standing in the paddock, I said to my husband, are you sure the fence is strong enough to keep them in? And then I was thinking, what if they attack me? Later on, they were gone. My husband in the dream had given them to a rescue or a sanctuary place. And I was thinking I didn't even see them leave. What are your thoughts on this dream? I have a lot of thoughts on that dream. So lions they symbolize like the relentless fighter in the face of life challenges. They are courage, their strength. They help us overcome difficulties. And you had a team of them, basically. You had a lot of them, a whole pride, a whole family of them, right? And so when you see this in a dream, it's a power animal, and it means that there's something about you that's either wild or difficult to control that's happening right now. And it was interesting that it was your dream. I would say that you are literally, you're very strong. Are you thinking about, is it hard for you to get your voice out and to be your authentic self? Because with your husband, because he was in the dream. So I would love to know that. I mean, are you able to have your power and strength while being married? Some people can, some people can't. So that's an important piece of that. Okay, great, great dream. And lions, all those lions represent emotions. Are you feeling that you might be put away? It's an interesting, it's a great dream, honey. Boy, so much. I so appreciate that dream. Means a lot. I love lions and I love tigers. Oh, Joseph Payton, he said, I just lost my wife in November. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Well, let's get you a card from her. That's so hard. I was at the store the other day and I couldn't reach something. I'm only 5'2" and I couldn't reach something. So I was at a Trader Joe's and I turned around, I see this really tall man behind me and I go, oh, could you help me reach that? It was a box of fennel because I wanted to make something with fennel. I love that ingredient. And he turns to me and he goes, my wife loved fennel. And I said, well, I bet did you lose your wife? And he said, yeah. And I said, well, I have a feeling she was the one that pointed that out for me. So you could be there to mention that. And then later my husband said, I was telling him the story and Don said, did you tell him, get him a message for? I said, no, because I don't want to give him a heart attack. What do I say? Well, I can't do that. I just can't, as much as I would love to. I didn't know where he stood with any of it, but he was so sweet and kind. It was just a sweet message. So anyway, Joseph, here we go. There is no such thing as death. It's true. There is no such thing as death. We leave the body. Our soul goes up. I will tell you this. Your wife is clearly concerned about you. I mean, I just keep getting that. She wants you to make sure you take care of yourself, Joseph. It's really important. I feel like I have to really go in there and go, come on, snap out of it. You're going to be okay. She's totally around you, honey. Totally around you. And she loves you so much. And she wants to thank you for everything that you've done for her. Okay? So there you go. Camp Dons. Hi there. Oh my. I understand. I'm 4'11". Right? And sometimes I climb up the shelves. Okay. That's hilarious. That's to be my daughter who's 4'11". She would be doing that for sure. Yeah. I think back in my younger days, I was a climber, but I don't think so now. But now I just look for somebody tall. I turn around and I'm like, oh, thank God. Sometimes I turn around and there's somebody even shorter than me. I'm like, well, it sucks. Okay. The date for Sagittarius is, and Margaret, it is December 15th. This is Vedic astrology. December 15th until about January 14th, I think. I'm going to make a post of it though. So I will definitely be doing that. B. Chauvin, she says, a big change is coming in my life early next year. What do I do? You leap into it. Yay, I've got big changes, because be grateful when you have big changes. It's the soul's fast track to get, like to growing for growth. And I always think about our guides. I always think, I know that when you finally get that lesson, with not only you personally, B. Chauvin, but whoever gets the lesson that they were supposed to get in this lifetime, I'm going to tell you what, I think they throw a friggin' party up there. I think they're so grateful that when we finally get the lesson, like maybe the lesson is setting boundaries. And I know a lot of you out there who are trying to set boundaries right now. And that's a huge lesson for people. And when you finally get it, it goes to your core. And once you get that lesson of setting boundaries, you're not going to budge. I mean, it is amazing. You choose yourself. So it's a big, big, big lesson. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Julie Munsterman. Hi, Julie. Hi, Kellee. I just found out I'm a Leo in Vedic astrology. Thanks to you. Yay. Leos are great. Could you give me any messages from my guides? Healing my pain. And you are September 2nd. Yes, you are September 2nd. And September 2nd is Leo. I know. I always tell James, you're not a Virgo. His birthday is August 23rd. You're a Leo. I mean, look, he's a showman. He's the Leo for sure. But it's a funny one. Okay. So you are September 2nd. And September 2nd is a 9 of diamonds. And a 9 of diamonds is comes to complete this lifetime of many things of value. 9 of diamonds. Anytime you hear me say diamonds, it's of value. So let's get you a card. These are going to be, I don't have the guide cards, but I will say that they are guiding you to these. These are they're called Clarity Tarot cards. And if anybody who's into, is it tarot or I just say tarot? But if you're into that, these are great cards to choose. I love what she's done here. She's done a really nice job. Okay, here's a card for you. The Chariot. Oh, I like this, Julie. Love. Take self-care instead of chasing love. I love that. And I love the horses on this. Boy, whoever did her card design is great. Money. Don't rush. Just guide yourself in steady ways. Okay, the Chariot. I like that one. She's got some very good cards here. Oh my God. Hi, Karen Anderson. Hi, honey. The prediction show is going to be great, Lori. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Hi, Patricia Neely. She says, hi again, Kellee. Always wonderful to see you. I'm wondering if you could help me with this awful sadness, loneliness, and emptiness I am feeling with family and my future. I wake up in the morning and wonder, why am I still here? I'm stagnated in a current situation, an awful battle with myself. Help. Okay. So you used a buzzword here. Okay. You used a buzzword, and the buzzword was an emptiness. So you could say sadness, you could say loneliness, you could talk about your family and all that, but you actually used a critical word, emptiness. So I want you to look into there's a therapy, and I want you to look into it. I know they do a lot of online work with it. It's called dialectical behavioral therapy. D like David, B like boy, T like Tom, DBT. And it's about mindfulness. It's about loving yourself. It's you learn a lot of techniques to help with everything that you're saying, okay? Because only you can fill your cup up. And you're the only one that can really do it. And this is the best time ever to get some help for what you're going through, how you feel, really honoring yourself. It's called DBT, Dialectical Behavioral Therapy, and it's really great for helping people, okay? I mean, just Google it and let me know how you do, because you can do it. You can do it. Okay, let's see. Jan Peterson Callahan, my gift to me this year is some time with you, Kellee. It's overdue. Oh, Jan, anytime, sweetheart, anytime. Tracy, December 28th is my 20th wedding anniversary. Oh, wow. So you are right when Mercury is making that wobble. So I would say this, Tracy, since it's your anniversary on that day, maybe some 20th, that's significant. I mean, 20 years in LA, we call that like never. It just doesn't happen. Um, so it's a big day. The 20th anniversary is a big day. But it's interesting that it's that December 28th day, because that's right when that Mercury starts to wobble backwards and change signs. And so, whatever you plan, have a great sense of humor that day, because things might kind of go wobbly, or it may play out where things go back in your life, that maybe things that you have to work on or things that come up, because anytime Mercury's retrograde, it's always about reassessing, realigning, gifting the marriage to each other. It could be an extraordinary, have a good sense of humor on that day. And thank you, honey, for that beautiful Christmas tree. I just love it. I love it on this, not this side. I love it. Okay. Lisa Fabry done. Hi, Kelly and Renee. So they're saying hi to Renee. Okay. Let's see, I've got so many of these questions here I want to get to. So, Amber Lavasseur, she said, hi there. I'm hoping to get some insight on finding myself while not losing others. I can't seem to shake my fear and find my balance. And her birthday is on May 28th. So let's say finding insight on yourself while not losing others. I mean, this is the existential moment, isn't it? I mean, it's Amber, it's, loving yourself enough to be authentic, to take the risk that you will. If you are authentic, you're taking a risk of abandonment. Now, I don't know how old you are, but it's the right thing to do. I mean, I wish I had done that earlier on. It really, when you get to a certain point in life, it is all about, being yourself, we'll call it that. And either others come up to your vibration or they don't. Try not to get too wobbly about that. It's a normal thing. Let me normalize that for you. It's normal, honey. It's totally normal. We all go through that. And you're at 4 clubs. So that means you're very psychic. Get really in that body. You're very psychic. A lot of 4 clubs out there today. Yay. Lori Letterby, a good book on Vedic astrology. I have a lot of good books on it, and I'll try to find some and post them. I've done that before, and I'll do it again, Lori. So I will definitely. Okay, Trina Tell French. She says, how do I know I met my soulmate? Okay, I'll tell you about soulmates. I have a famous actress that turned me on a long time ago to the funniest thing she said to me. I call them cellmates. I laughed so hard about that because it's kind of accurate, totally accurate. If you are drawn to somebody, they're definitely a soulmate. I mean, if you, in that sense of, you are together with somebody, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a love relationship. Now, a soulmate means this. What am I learning from that person? And what is that person learning from me? Like, in other words, why were you brought together at that exact time in the world at that moment? That's part of the whole process of figuring things out. You would learn something. So how do you know it's a soulmate? We have many. We don't just have one soulmate and that's it. No, it doesn't work that way. I've seen a few marriages that truly are like, they're more than soulmate. I don't even know what you'd call them. I've never seen marriages like this that are so, oh gosh, like just like one like this, and authentically that way. It's really rare. But how you tell you're with a soulmate is it's what you're learning and what they're learning and the connection. But we have many soulmates. Okay. I mean, my daughter is a soulmate to me. My mother is a soulmate to me. Dawn is a soulmate to me. We have lots of soulmates. So think like that. Okay. Angela. Hi, Angela. She said, I did hospice for 5 years and that happened a lot. Oh, where people would like get up to go to the bathroom and their person would pass. It's a hard one. Wanda Sinabri. Hi, Kelly. How can I support and comfort a loved one who lost his only son last month? Oh, Wanda, you be there for, I got chills. And first of all, I got to get a card. I've got to get a card for this person. I just have to. Oh, interesting. I am helping you. I'm here helping you. So his son is going to help you help him. All right. amazing, actually. And it's a man out there. Isn't that interesting, right? So here's the thing, Wanda. You want to be as loving to your, is it a friend, a loved one? Okay, loving, kind, listening, um, letting them cry, letting them talk. Listening is the best thing you can do when somebody's lost somebody. Allow them the space to process and grieve some more, and to be there. Just be there, even if you're holding their hand, or just bringing them a cup of tea. Just so they're. Some people really want to be alone when that happens, and others I find really need somebody to be with. I mean, maybe it's a mixed bag there, but just be there for that person. Authentically be there. Okay, Amber Lily. My mother passed last year on December 23rd. I don't feel her around me, and I miss her dearly. Can I get a card reading from you? Absolutely, Amber. I'm sorry. I mean, isn't it hard when we lose loved ones right around the holidays? I don't know why a lot of them tend to check out like November and December. When I was younger, I had a lot of losses in December. November, particularly, was always hard for me. I always kind of dreaded those months. But let's get a card for you, Amber. Here we go. Remember me, she says, by the happy memories we created. So on the other side, what they always, always, always say to me is, I had amazing memories, and they'll come back and they'll give me some memories, as evidence of who I'm working with. It's important to know that we don't physically take things with us, but we do take our memories. So they're always saying to me, go out and create new ones. Come on, please, please, please. And also, when we come to this dimension, we know there's going to be loss. We know there's going to be love. We know there's going to be pain. We know there will be amazing times and some hard times. When we come here, the other side grieves, frankly, because like, oh man, okay, we wish you luck on this journey, and we'll love you, and we'll be around there for you. So you imagine when you finish this lifetime and you go to the other side, you are going to see people that you did not know in this lifetime that you would have known in other lifetimes. Now think about that concept. It's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so Joanne D. Hello, grace to share time with you. How sweet. Tonight, any reading would be divine, and your birthday is 10/10. So 10/10, October 10th, is a Queen of Clubs. Okay, so Joanne, you come in to inhale information. You're extremely psychic, extremely psychic. You're the one that's going to say to somebody, no, go to a doctor and go to this doctor. No. Watch the news. Now, this is what happened. Queen of Clubs vibrate at such a high frequency. Their thinking is their thinking is so far ahead, and they're almost always right. I would say right all the time. They're really, really psychic, Joanne. So thanks for watching tonight. Helen says, thank you for saying that. I couldn't get a flight to LA until after she died. Oh, Helen, I'm so sorry, honey. Let me get you another card. Let me get this here for you. I am with the rest of the family, Helen, she says. Okay, that's what happens. They have a whole homecoming with the rest of the family. It's awful when you can't get a plane ride, and it means you just weren't supposed to be there for them. I mean, it just is. We may not understand everything right now, but I always want you guys to know, that they don't want us to ever worry about anything that we think we've done or haven't done, unless you've really done some bad things. If you've done some bad things, well, that's another topic. Okay, Pam, she says, will we be able to buy our ranch style house? Thank you. I think if that is in the cards for you, let's see. I think it is, Pam. It says love, mutual caring and attraction, and money. Combine your resources and collaborate. I'm going to say if you and your spouse put your energies together, everything is possible. Yeah, I think you are going to get that house that you want. I absolutely think that. Okay, Susan Gamalski. How do we know if we are a star soul? Okay, so a star seed, that's what I always talk about. I'll tell you. So you don't feel like you're from here. It's a great question. You don't feel like you belong, like you don't really like being here. Maybe you thought many times of not wanting to be here, killing yourself. You don't like it. You are sensitive to things. You don't understand how people think here. You are very interested in certain aspects of life. Um, Sometimes you're a loner. You're here to raise the vibration. I mean, there are certain things that we know about star seeds, and each galaxy, if you will, has their own, or each planet has their own kind of traits. But they sometimes they're travelers. They call themselves literally travelers, or they're wanderers, or they just, they wanted to come here to kind of put some energy out into the light, because they carry a lot of light. Star seeds carry a lot of light. And often some of them bring great technology, great thoughts, great empathy, different insights. I always, when they're in therapy with me, I always want to make sure that they're taken care of in that sense of um, they don't want to harm themselves, do self-harm, because sometimes they feel very lonely and nobody thinks like them. And then what happens is they meet their group and then they're okay. So, okay, Lisa Fabry Dunn. My son had a car accident last night. Thank God it was minor, no injuries. I bet there were a lot of car accidents last night, Lisa. I'm glad that he's okay. Okay, hi, Renee Hansel. She says, please, Kellee, can you tell if souls are compatible by birthdays? Pretty much, yeah. I've got a little crush, and he's 120 and I'm 129. Go you, Renee. I'm glad to hear that. He's January 20th, which is a 7 of diamonds, and you're 129, which is a jack of clubs. That's a very good combination. Actually, 7 of diamonds, here's the thing. 7 of diamonds has to be, their lesson is spirituality. So a 7 of diamonds, if they are, especially with men, women, not as, some women too, but more men, I've noticed that they have to take a spiritual path. All 7s have to take a spiritual path. 7 of diamonds, they could go into, because it's about value. They could be like only valuing money. I've seen it a million times. But the bottom line is with the 7 of diamonds is they have to take a spiritual road. And then they can have everything in the world. But its spirituality has to be in their heart. It can't be something that's espoused, It has to be a real authentic thing here. But yeah, it is that he would learn a lot from you because you're deeply spiritual. So he would actually learn a lot from you. And as long as he's fun, and here's another piece, as long as there's not a mood, here I go. I'm going to put the therapy hat on. Mood disorder, alcoholism, any of that. Because sometimes when people have a crush or something, they don't see, like the bigger picture. They just they project onto what they want. So anyway, I know you well enough to think that to know and believe that you would be looking at it from all angles. Okay, there you go. Hi, Lori Marie. Law of attraction. What are my thoughts on those days? Well, I think you have to work on yourself above anything else. And when you raise your own vibration, then you attract what it is that you're needing at that vibration. So I always say, work on yourself. And it's and love yourself in the most positive, grateful, every day wake up and say, I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. I mean, I have this cup that James gave me, and it says, and he says this every morning, and so do I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I, if you could see that. It's a great card. It's got my lipstick stain on it. When he gave it to me, it did not have that. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. So, okay, Jacqueline Kiza. Hi, Kellee. Here's my question. How can you know if you're moving in the right direction in life and making the right choices? Okay, so here's the thing. Everybody's got an inner voice. Everybody. We might shut it down. Everybody can hear themselves go, this is the right thing to do, that's the wrong thing to do. Okay, you have to really get quiet and in that inner voice. And if your inner voice is saying, this is really a good choice for me, then you've made the right choice. If you hear these other things like, no, you should have done this, this is not good, this is not good. Listen to your inner voice. And the other thing is, as long as you're making changes, you're making the right choice. From experience, the whole key to life is to make changes and grow changes and grow. Yeah, you're going to hit maybe 3 forward and 2 back, maybe a couple back and 1 forward. It's like a constant oddball 2 to 3 steps. Some people take a giant leap forward. It all depends, but as long as you're constantly changing, that really, really helps. Okay. Hi, Paula. Let's see here. So, okay. Joseph Payton. Hi, Joseph. Oh, you're the one that lost your wife. I had a dream about the number 12 where I would hear it and spell it over and over. Interesting. So the number 12, well, it represents, it's a power number. 12 is a power number. It's creative. I think it's like stepping into your power. 12 is a power number. And it breaks down to a 3, which is a creative. But they specifically in your dream was 12. Is the 12th a special day for you? Maybe that's it too. Look into that. Pay attention because that number means something here. And it could be an address. It could be a date that's important for you. Pay attention. But 12 is a power number. Okay, Christina Bevins. Hi, Christina. Hi, Kellee. Thanks for keeping things real. You're welcome. 713. You're a bright light for many. Thanks. I'm a realist. Believe it or not. 713. Okay, July 13th is a 2 of diamonds. So a 2 of diamonds is very creative, like very creative. Business is important. Partnership is important. Let's see, probably the first part of your life was way, way, way challenging. Usually that's the case. But on some level, you come here to have, like, they're often really great business people. I have many that are that are 2 of diamonds that are so creative that they're in interior design or architecture or, any of that. So I love 2 of diamonds. I think it's it's a powerhouse. I just love them. So there you go. Let's see. Carol Huz. How do we learn about the cards? Like the 6 of clubs. Is there a book? Yeah, there's a great book. There's several great books. And one is by Robert Camp. Robert Camp, CAMP. They're called the Destiny Cards. And there's another one, and I'm forgetting her name. There are a few out there, but I forget her name. I'll have to see if I can put that in the comments once I remember her name. Okay, but they're really good. You can find out a lot about them. I think it's important. Okay, so Carol Acock. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. I love participating in your sessions. Thanks, honey. There's so much to learn. There's so much to learn. You wouldn't believe. There's so much. I'm constantly learning, and I love to share knowledge. Okay, so Arlene Sue, can I pull a card for you? February 18th. You betcha. So February 18th is a 7 of diamonds. Again, 7 of diamonds. So 7 of diamonds, always make sure you're on a spiritual road. Always. 7 of diamonds females sometimes suffer a lot because they want this or they want that in love. Usually it's suffering in love. Usually. But they're very powerful women. I'm going to tell you that. Okay, here we go. The Hierophant. Love, traditional thinking about relationships, and money, traditional ideas and culture, corporations. There you go. So look at it as more traditional. You may be more traditional here. There you go. Okay. Thank you for that. Okay, so I want to read another one of these questions. So let's see. I don't want to forget this. Okay, so this is for Lynn Williams Sliger. She says July 25th is her birthday. She said, I had a really tough year. I lost my husband on February 25th. I'm wondering what 23 has in store for you. Well, I would say this, Lynn. First of all, I'm really sorry. When we have a loss like that, it always is about going inward, doing the grieving process. Nobody is immune to grief. When we come here, we're all going to have grief at some point. And I would say that, this is going to be a year of healing for you, of great healing. And I don't think that your husband wants you to suffer. So let's get a card here. He said, what a good guy. Tears cleanse the soul. Tears cleanse the soul. So maybe you will be crying. But I will tell you this, you'll get through it. And 2023, honey, will be a better year for you. It'll just be a better year for you. for sure. And Karen Abercrombie, she says it's been a tough year for her too. And so, yes, and your birthday is 10/17. So October 17th is a 5 of clubs. And 5 of clubs is about freedom and expressing freedom. But listen, 2022 has been a tough year. I mean, I can tell you personally, tough year. And this is the card. Oh, it's a great card. The Emperor. Love, stable, mature, love with loyalty, and money, success in business and legal matters. Okay? So I think it's going to be a much, much better year for you for next year. I do. I think it's going to be a way better year for you. Okay, hear this. Ambra Rossetti, would love your help on finding my career path. It's been an uphill battle my whole life. And you are July 19th. So July 19th is a 9 of clubs. Now, I wonder why it's an uphill battle. 9 of clubs comes to complete something, complete a soul cycle. So and also 9 of clubs can bring in information from past lives and all kinds of things. Was there religion? Did religion get in your way, Ambra? Was there something about that? I mean, where did you learn that life is so difficult and challenging? Because 9 of clubs traditionally have success. And I find that many of them end up as healers or helping people in the healing profession, anything along those lines. And I would be looking at that. And let's get you a card here too, honey. And this is the Page of Pentacles. Love, meeting through work and practical, okay, and money, study, finance, business, and healthcare. And healthcare, I emphasize that. There you go. I think that's going to be really important for you. And let's see, I'm going to take one more. And let's see. Here we go. Jennifer McCree Edwards. Thank you, Kellee. I love your life. Could I get a little reading for my son Amadeo? He's watching me, and his birthday is May 16th. Oh my gosh, he's a 3 of diamonds. Absolutely. So 3 of diamonds on May 16th is very creative. Usually they're very musical. In fact, I know so many musicians that are like born between May 16th and like May 18th, 21st, around that period. A lot of musicians, a really powerful, deep musical kind of thing going on with that day. It's usually very creative. Tell him to, and I don't know how old he is, but to watch negativity. Okay, there you go. So everybody, so on Monday, I have to tell you what James and I are doing. We're doing our show on Monday called Talking to Heaven. So James' book, his first book, I love all his books, but that Talking to Heaven it changed my life years ago. And we're going to be doing a show called Talking to Heaven, and we are going to be doing readings for people. And it's going to be Talking to Heaven readings. We're going to be using cards. Then, of course, we're going to get messages, and then everything starts to fly. And when James and I work together, I swear, we just lift off. And it'll be very enlightening, and a lot of healing, I think, will happen. And so please join us on Monday. And then the following Thursday, next Thursday, I may have a special guest. If not, I'm going to do readings, but I might have a special guest. I'm waiting to find out, which would be amazing. So I'll let you know about that. But please join us. And then in 2 weeks, we're going to be doing the prediction show, which will be really interesting. So join us next week. I hope everybody has a wonderful, blessed week, the rest of this week. So take care, my friends, and I will see you on Monday. Take care.
You've been listening to Ask Me Anything, featuring spiritual medium and psychotherapist Kellee White.